This is my third day in the snowpocalypse that is Colorado 2019. Forgive the wind. I don't have the time to be able to put on a microphone guard. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the snow. Look at the terrible snow. Actually, really, yeah, heavy. That's all the snow. That's basically that's what I've been walking through for the last 3 days. Basically, it is literally 95 to 98% walking on snow. These are the hardest miles I have ever hiked in my life. It is the most beautiful country that I've ever seen. It is frustrating sometimes when every other step you sink through the snow and you sink through the snow or the snow slides or sloughs off or something like that. But, I mean, seriously, just look around. Look at this place. And still rocking the shorts, even though it's like walking through a glacier. I still wear shorts. Gets cold at night, but I got the equipment for it. My sleeping bag liner. My buddy Max sent me my sleeping bag liner. Max, if you're watching this, thank you. It has made a world of difference. So I'm warm at night. My toes get a little bit cold because my feet are wet all day long. At night they get a little cold, but other than the miles being slow, it's really nice out here. This has been one of the greatest experiences. Obviously, I'm alone right now, but I have been hiking with 3 other hikers. The last time I made a video was 2 other hikers. But right after I made that video on the first day into of hiking in Colorado, we ran into a guy named Mountain Goat. So it has, all day yesterday, it was Sparkler, Mountain Goat, Hemlock, and myself. And then we saw one other hiker who had set up camp a little ways back. So we actually just stopped here at this little water source. I had some tea. They've all taken off. I'll probably catch up with them in a little bit. But that's kind of where things are at. I realized I didn't do any narration yesterday, but I have no doubt that there's a lot of footage to go through because it has been unbelievably beautiful out here. Rained really, really hard all throughout the night last night. Was extremely windy. Might see some more weather today. Probably will see a little bit. But overall, it's been kind of like this. Beautiful, really, really pretty with all the clouds. Makes for pretty sunsets. Wasn't able to see the full moon very well last night because of the clouds and all the rain that hit last night. But at least during the daytime, the temperatures are good and the weather's good. So the way things are going right now, we're struggling to hit 20-mile days. With the snow, it's just so challenging. But the plan is to get into Pagosa Springs tomorrow afternoon. I think that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's correct. And in the meantime, it's just kind of one stretch at a time, pushing through the snow. So I need to catch back up with the others. I have no doubt I'll make another one of these in the not so distant future. And I have no doubt that there's a whole bunch of really beautiful stuff that I'm going to show you in the meantime. So thanks for checking in. This is the end of our third day in the snow, the Colorado snowfields. It's like basically through hiking on a glacier at this point. You can probably tell my energy isn't quite as high. It's exhausting. It's absolutely exhausting. We got about 16.5 miles today. And we pushed all day long. It was a lot of work. We gained a lot of elevation. Had a good time, got some good pictures. The weather was cold today. It was very, very cold. It rained all last night. Well, much of last night. It was very, very windy, and today it was cold. Really, really bitterly cold. So I have, of course, like I said, I think yesterday, you have wet feet in, or I said at some point earlier, you have wet feet all day. All day your feet are wet. And when you're also breaking through on the snow and you're post-holing, it's basically like soaking your feet all day long in ice water, and it is excruciating, which is the reason why I've got my feet in my sleeping bag now, trying to warm them up. They'll warm eventually. They have the last 3 nights, or the last 2 nights, whatever it's been. I lose track of time while I'm out here. But we have, it's still the 4 of us. It is still the 4 of us. We're camped together in this little tree grove right here. We have 16.5 miles to get to Wolf Creek Pass tomorrow. I'm sorry, 18.5 miles. Those 2-mile differences, that matters quite a lot considering how hard the terrain has been. So we need to get more miles than we got all day today, tomorrow, and then we need to hitch to Pagosa. We're gonna get a motel room. I'm gonna take 0 and then assess things from there. I got other stuff I could say about that, but I'm just gonna say for now, I'll assess things from there. So I actually don't like these creepy, I'm in your tent right now kind of, I don't like these tent vlogs, but it's cold. So that's just that. I've made some hot chocolate. I'm gonna have hot chocolate here in just a moment. That's gonna hopefully warm me up a little bit. We're getting to sleep. We stopped way earlier than I normally would. That's okay. I was exhausted. I was ready to stop as well. So I'm actually gonna get to sleep pretty early tonight. Maybe try to wake up a little bit early tomorrow and bust some of those miles out. So yeah, I'm actually excited to report back from Pagosa, because by the time I get to Pagosa, I'll have a chance to have looked back on photos and kind of considered where things are, where the snow's melting, where the trail's going, what options I have, and so on and so forth. So with all that said, if my calculations are correct, I will see you on day number 40. 40 days I've been out here hiking. I feel blessed. This is really... I'm lucky. I'm really lucky to be out here. Thank you for watching as always. Bye.